Okay, so hello guys. Due to a reason that I'll be interviewing today, which is December 15th, so I will make a video for you guys on the presentation. Okay, for our group, we are going to introduce you guys to the Anglo-Saxon arts, and our group are made by June, Sean, Ian, Howard, Ryan, and Henry. Okay, so let's move on into our presentation. Okay, for our presentation, we have split the Anglo-Saxon art into three sections. So the first category is the artworks of Anglo-Saxons. So let's begin. First, I'm going to introduce you guys the artifacts of Anglo-Saxons. And it's interesting that most of the artifacts made by Anglo-Saxons are found in a chamber. It's not any kind of chamber, but the chamber that buried dead people. Since the Anglo-Saxon people believed that people will have an afterlife, so they bury those artifacts for the dead people to use them in their afterlife or on the way to their afterlife. And there's two main famous burial that contain lots of artifacts that people nowadays has found. One is the Taplow burial, and the other one is the Sutton Hole burial. And later on, I'll show you guys the map of the location of Taplow burial and the Sutton Hole burial. Also, most of the artifacts found nowadays are metalworks. There's two reasons that most of our artifacts are metalwork. First reason is that those artifacts are used for dead people in the burial, so metal can last for a longer time. Also, due to metal has a longer lasting time, it's easier for nowadays people and nowadays archaeologists to find them. So that's two of the reasons that why most of the artifacts found nowadays are metal for Anglo-Saxons. Okay, so moving on. What kind of stuff did they bury with the dead people? Mostly due to the characteristic and the culture of the Anglo-Saxons. They mostly bury helmets, shield, and sword. And yeah, that's basically the most popular stuff that will being put into their burials. Also, all of these artifacts, including the swords and the helmets and the shields, are mostly made of gold and garnets. This symbolizes that Anglo-Saxons at that time has a really prosperous and stable society. So that's the reason why they can trade with others, use the surplus they gain to trade with others with those high value object, I will say that, yeah, which is gold and garnets, and mostly artifacts are built by that. And as you guys can see from the picture here, all those golden parts are built by gold, and the silver parts are built by silver, yes, basically. And this is a helmet found in the burial too. Okay. Lastly, at the later age of the Anglo-Saxon burial, the artifacts are affected by Christianity. So people can start finding cross in their burial, the cross of the Christianity, yes. So later on, the artifacts are also affected by Christianity. Okay, so let's move on. Here's the map of the Sutton Hole burial and the Taplow burial. As you guys can see here, this is England, and here's London. Then here's the Sutton Hole burial. And closer to London, there's a Taplow burial. Those are the two main burial that mostly nowadays the artifact from Anglo-Saxons has been found. Okay, so let's move on. This is a picture of a shoulder clasp from the Sutton Hole burial. As you guys can see here, it's mostly made of gold, and some parts are made of garnets. The garnets are the orange parts, and the gold are the golden part. Very very simple to tell. And although the picture here seems really big, however, the size of this shoulder clasp is only the size of the hand. And the shoulder clasps are used to put it here. It's used for stabilizing the clothes of the heroes. Also, they use the shoulder clasps to prevent being harmed by enemy from their sword. So it's like shoulder clasps that I put it here for protection. Okay, so basically that's all of my part of presentation. And I think we're handing the host to Ryan. Okay, so yeah, next in charge will be Ryan. Bye bye.